Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how you can achieve this look with some of the products which are super viral and actually give you my honest opinion on if they are worth your money or no. So let's get straight into it. So starting off with the primer, we're going straight in with the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. One thing I don't like about this is the fact that you need to put your finger in every single time and how it's not the most hygienic product out there. But anyway, I've only tried this a couple of times because you already know I'm not a matte primer person. One thing I do like about this primer is the fact that it's mattified all of my skin so easily and also it blended in so beautifully into my skin. Next up today, we're actually skipping the foundation. I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Halo Tinted Moisturizer. I've honestly heard only good things about this and I've tried this in store once but never really on my skin, so I'm very excited to see how this feels and looks. This actually came in PR recently, so I'm not even sure if this is the right shade for me, but it says tan medium dark on this. Anyway, let's just go in. I think it might just be a little darker for me, but let's just trust the process. I'm just actually going to blend this in with my finger to see how blendable it really is. This actually has SPF 25, which is really interesting for a tinted moisturizer to have that. In terms of coverage, it gives a very sheer finish. I actually love how it blended out so easily with just my fingers, and you can also see a very nice dewy finish which looks almost natural. Now obviously to balance this out, I'm going to be using a lighter concealer, and let me show you why the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Concealer is the best drugstore concealer out there. I'm using the shade Amber and this is one shade lighter than what my current concealer looks like. I'm also going to be using this as an eyeshadow primer. I'm also just generally doing 3 dots here to balance out my skin tone. You gotta let this marinate for a couple of minutes, and I'm just taking a concealer brush and blending this in. You saw how easily that blended, right? Going in under my eye, always dab it into the corner and then take it outside. This is honestly a full coverage concealer and you don't need anything else. If there was only one concealer I was allowed to buy for the rest of my life, this would probably be it. So I just finished blending half the side and you can see the coverage. You can see it's balanced out most of my skin tone now. I'm just going to quickly finish the other side and be back. This is my concealer fully blended out and you can see it looks absolutely gorgeous. For the next set, I'm going to be setting my under eye with the Huda Easy Bake powder, and this one's in the shade Cherry Blossom. This one's my favorite shade because it looks so natural once it's fully done, and I'm just going to show it to you. Like honestly, this powder is worth every hype. So I'm just going to start by slowly blending this out. Do you see that? I love how it mattifies in all the right ways. I'm also going to use some on my T-zone, and this is what it looks like with your base fully done. I'm sure you remember the bronzing era, and this is the Huda blush in the shade Latte. I've started using this as a contour, and let me show you how this works. I like to do this 2 dots because it is very pigmented on both the sides. Taking my beauty blender, I'm just going to blend this upwards. You can see it instantly disappeared but created such a beautiful shadow. For the blush, I was contemplating between the Pixi one and the Rare Beauty one, but you've already seen me use the Rare Beauty one so many times. So today I'm going to show you if this is worth the hype. This is the pH changing blush from Pixi and I love the packaging. Though truth being told, I don't think I reach out for this product enough. Just 2 swipes and you can already see the color payoff. A little bit on my nose. Now I'm just taking a brush and making sure that it's evenly distributed. Sometimes I wonder why don't I experiment with blushes enough when I have so many, and that's one of my favorite makeup steps. Now for the highlighter, I'm going in with this one from K Beauty. It looks absolutely stunning in the packaging. It looks very rich, very premium. But somehow I never use highlighter enough. It always brings more focus onto the texture of the skin. But anyway, today let's go in with a little bit of a highlighter. So I've taken some and I'm just blending it onto my hand itself first, just to distribute the product evenly onto my finger. Do you see that? Just a little bit of it. I'm just going to go in on the other side as well. Taking some more product and going on my brow bone and on my nose. Okay, it looks great so far. Now I'm going to go in with the eyes, but I'm going to use only one product. This is a chunky glitter from Unleashed and I've never used it before. But I saw this going viral on the internet and I was like, let's try this out. This is what the texture looks like. I've taken some on my brush and I'm just going to be blending this out onto the eye. I took very little product, but look at the payoff. This has chunky glitter particles, which means it will be perfect for the festive season. Honestly, I do like how it looks. For the mascara, I have the L'Oreal Panorama Mascara, and being very honest, the first time I tried it, I wasn't a huge fan. But the second time I tried it, maybe the application was different or something, but it changed it all. But let's see how it performs today. I love the packaging, I love the wand, but I feel like the first time I tried it, it didn't give me enough length and volume that I love in a mascara. Okay, wow, look at that. I'm so happy with how this looks right now. Last step, lips. So very honestly, I've been seeing mixed reviews for the Huda lip stain, but I sort of always like them. I tried them twice so far and they've always stayed put. Let me show you how they look. This one's in the shade Toasty Brown. It glides beautifully. I actually love the applicator, it's so precise. Doesn't budge at all. For the last step, we're going to be using the Kiko gloss, and this is the prettiest gloss I've seen. It has the right amount of shimmer, it looks beautiful, and let me show you. Super sheer but so hydrating. And lastly, let's set all of this makeup in place with the L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray. This one's a recent addition to my routine, but I feel like it actually keeps my makeup in place all day long. And this is the final look. This actually feels very natural to the skin, doesn't feel heavy at all, and might be perfect for monsoon. And truth be told, some of these products are actually worth the hype. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know one product that you want to try after seeing this video, and I'll see you guys real soon.